So right, hello my traders, welcome back to the YouTube channel, and in today's video we're going to be doing a live technical analysis breakdown on all the Forex pairs you see on the right of my screen right here. So if you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and join the family. So like we do every week, we're going to start off with AUD CAD. So from last week, I've been waiting for the market to get to any of these two levels, which is the support or resistant level. I've been seeing if we can get a push to any of those levels. We haven't quite made it out on the weekly time frame. You can see we're still in this consolidation range right now. So we're going to go on the daily time frame, and you can see like we've had this trend line. We've had this break of this trend line. Go onto the 4-hour time frame, you see the break a bit more clearly. Had the little retest, pushed back down towards the downside, and came back up towards the upside. So this trend line is actually invalid right now. It has been broken. We're still going to keep this parallel upside trend line going. So with AUD CAD right now, it's going to be a waiting game. I'm literally going to wait to see if market is going to break, how it reacts around this resistant level or support level. So that's it for AUD CAD. We're going to get rid of this line as well. So AUD CAD is a waiting game. Let's move on to Euro USD. So right, Euro USD has moving pretty much towards the downside, and it's been moving smoothly. So I would still only be looking at sell trades on Euro USD until it breaks this temporary resistant level right now. So if I be all in honesty with you, let's look at it on a weekly time frame. So look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks the market has been trading towards the downside on Euro USD. There's been no reason to be looking at a buy trade unless if you're trying to make small pit gains from a pullback. But all in honesty, so my predictions right now for Euro USD is we're going to get probably a nice movement to the upside if we break this temporary resistant level. So just keep an eye out to see how the market reacts around this resistant level, and if you do get a break below this level here, then I will say it's safe to look for a sell trade. But also on a 1-hour time frame, can we get a candlestick reversal pattern? Let's go on the 15-minute. So we've got this flag towards the upside, and it's broken it. So what I would be looking at for, if we're going to be really aggressive on this trade, I probably would say let's wait for a breakout of that level there. If you're going to look for a sell trade, I will look for a breakout of this box towards the downside. And if it breaks out of this box towards the upside, then we're probably going to see how it reacts with this resistant level as well. So that's for Euro USD. Pretty much simple out there, but I am favored towards the downside on this. Let's move on to GBP JPY. Wow, look at that. So let's look at it on a weekly time frame. So with all these spinning tops, I did feel like GBP JPY was going to push towards the downside. With all these spinning tops happening on the weekly time frame, which is showing me that the market might be running to an end for its uptrend. So if we go onto the daily time frame, you can see we had this support level. Been waiting for the break below the support level on the daily time frame to confirm that this market might start trending towards the downside, which has not happened. And as you can see, we've got a break below it on the 4-hour candlestick time frame. This is when the market opened on Sunday, and you can see coming to Monday afternoon, the market has closed back. Well, it's probably going to be pushing back towards above this support level, and we're going to wait to see if it can close above it. So if it does close above it, I'll be honest with you, I'm probably going to look to get in for a buy trade on GBP JPY, but I am still favored towards the downside. So it's all depending on if this candlestick remains like this, then I'm probably going to take it for a buy trade. Let's move on to AUD JPY. Right. Same similar situation with AUD JPY. I do believe this is getting ready now to push back up towards this resistance level right here and retest this area. Just by looking on this trend line, you can see, look at now, you get a clearer picture of what's going on. You can see this trend line has been very keeping intact. You can see the touches off of this trend line, and you can see the bounces. Yeah, so with AED/JPY, I'm probably not going to look to take any trade on this, just because we've missed the opportunities to get on a buy trade on this. I would have said I would like to buy around at this level here with AED/JPY. So if it does come back around this level, then I'll probably look to buy it off a candlestick reversal patterns. But right now, we're just going to monitor it and see how it reacts with this resistance level and this support level down at 9.29. And I do believe we'll get there at a stage, probably not this week, might be next week. But we will see how the market, which way it's going to break out, towards the upside or the downside. So let's move on to AED/USD. Right, if you watched last week's, if you watched the last video I uploaded, you would know I got into AED/USD, but I've been stopped out, so this trade is not running, but I have left my target on there. And you can see, look, we've had this push towards the upside, which is pretty much quite good, probably around 30-40 pips in profit right now. If you did not move your stop loss to break even, then you'll still be in this trade. But fortunately, I got stopped out at break even on this trade, which is probably going to make its move this week. So AED/USD, not going to trouble that. We've missed that trade. Euro/AUD. So right, I was favored for this to go towards the downside, and looking at it on a weekly time frame, this market is in a uptrend. So I am looking to get in this trade for a buy. So if we look on the daily time frame, can we get a nice level to buy at? So if you put this temporary support level right here, I would say this is a nice support level to look at. 1 touch, 2 touch, and now we're getting a 3rd touch on the daily time frame. Let's scroll down to the 4-hour time frame, and now what we need to do is wait for a candlestick reversal pattern on the 4-hour or 1-hour time frame. I would probably wait. We go on to the 15-minute, and now can we get a break? So I'm going to put this temporary trend line. See how the market reacts to that temporary trend line on a 15-minute time frame. And if we get a breakout from it, then I'll probably look to buy following a candlestick reversal pattern. But I must see any of the candlestick reversal pattern that I use when I'm trading. So, right, so that's a setup on Euro/AUD towards the for a buy position towards the upside. Let's move on to Euro/JPY. So right, I did scribble something what I expected to happen, and it did not happen. So let's get rid of this. And what is happening here, you just look on a weekly time frame. What it looks like on a weekly time frame. So the market is clearly in an uptrend, yeah, on a weekly time frame. We've had these spinning tops, but we haven't had the break below that support level on a weekly time frame. You can see every time we get to that support level, the market pushes up, back up towards the upside. Same goes for on the daily time frame as well. And look, we've got this little trend line happening, and you can see the market is really reacting with it as well, closing back above it. So let's go into the 4-hour time frame. And what is happening here? Look at this candlestick reversal pattern. If I be honest with you, this is actually looking like a good trade to take for the buy. But it all depending on how this candlestick closes. Yeah? So that will be another setup on Euro/JPY. And I am favored to buy it towards the upside. So when that candlestick closes, we'll get more confirmation on whether this is a buy trade. But it is a nice setup happening right now. So let's move on to GBP/AUD. Wow, we have got a close beyond the support level. So let's look at it on a weekly time frame. And I did say, I do believe now we're going to get a pullback, because this market is pushing towards the upside since, the beginning of this year. Yeah, January. So now we might get a nice pullback towards, I don't know what level, if I'll be honest with you. We are going to get a pullback, but will this be the end of the trend for GBP/AUD? Will this be the end of the trend? Are we going to start seeing now some nice large movements towards the downside? So let's go on the daily time frame, and if this daily candlestick closed below the support level, I'm going to keep an eye on it, and now we could be getting our downwards trend on the daily time frame. So we're going to put this trend line right here, get rid of that level. Let's go into the 4-hour time frame, and now we're going to monitor it. So it is looking good for GBP AED to start moving towards the downside. Nah, that don't work. And look, it's closed below my 200 EMA as well. Another confirmation that this trend, this upwards trend could be coming to an end. And now we're going to start seeing some movement towards the downside. So that's GBP AED. Keep our eyes on that. So right, so let's move on to GBP Chef. Wow. Oh wow, this is looking good on a 4-hour time frame. You can see we've had this rejection of this trend line here. Look at this bearish engulfing candlestick. Wow. This is actually looking good to get in right now. So I'm gonna let's look at it in a weekly time frame first of all. See, this is what I mean with GBP Chef. It's still trapped in this consolidation area. We haven't had any real movement beyond this resistant level or support level. It's just been trapped there. Look at it on a daily time frame. And you know what? If I be honest with you, I'm probably going to hold and wait out. I am waiting for the break out of these levels. And I do believe if we do get a break, then we're going to, if we get a break towards the upside, we should see some nice movement pushing towards the upside. If we get a break below the support level, we might see some nice movement towards the downside. But looking at it, I can't see GBP Chef going any lower. Let me look at the monthly. Wow. Last time it pushed below that level, wow. Now you look at it. So it is very tricky, if I'll be honest with you, GBP Chef. Looking at it on a monthly time frame, you can see this is a very, very low point for GBP Chef. So I am favor for it to start making movement towards the upside, but you can see since last year September, it's been stuck in this consolidation range. And we're coming in, yeah, so it's going to be a year, almost, by next month it'll be 1 year since we've been stuck in this consolidation range with GBP Chef, which if you've been trying to trade this, it's probably been a bit tricky and awkward for you. So I probably actually won't sell, actually, if I'll be honest with you. Nah, I wouldn't actually sell. Unless if this candlestick finished as a shooting star, then probably would look to sell. But if it does, if I don't, and it comes back down towards this level right here, then I will look to take a buy. Because you see, every time it comes around this level, you see the little spikes, the market pushes back up towards the upside. So with GBP Chef, just going to wait and see if it can come towards this level. I probably wouldn't even take a sell on this, actually. Because if we do take a sell on it, it's only going to be, we're holding out for like 40 pips. And it's probably going to come to this level right here and then push back towards the upside. So logically, it wouldn't make sense to take a sell on GBP Chef. So probably try to get a buy on this from the pullback. Let's take a look at GBP USD. If I'll be honest, I'm probably going to skip this. It is in a downtrend. Had a nice pullback here. With GBP USD, I'm probably going to stay away from this. I'll be honest with you, I'm not looking to trade GBP USD just in terms of the uncertainty between the pound and the dollar. It's very impacted by news a lot, so probably going to stay away from GBP USD. NZD CAD was a pair I was looking at last week. I was hoping for it to push towards the upside. Did not get that on a weekly time frame. Last week candlestick closed very bearish. Daily candlestick last was a shooting star. Now look, if this candlestick stays like this, that's a good sign that this market could be getting ready to push towards the upside. That two inverted shooting star would be very good. We're still stuck in this consolidation range, so I actually would wait to see if the market gets to any of those levels, the support and resistant levels. So nice structure on the NZD CAD. We'll just wait to see if the market can get to that support level or resistant level, how it reacts with it. So NZD CAD is a waiting game. Let's move on to NZD USD. Yep, I was in this trade last week, got break even. Hate when I see trades like this, you know. It's frustrating, but the good thing is that you spot the trade, you got in it, and it is going towards where you predicted it to go. So with NZD USD, I'm actually going to wait to see how it reacts with this resistance level. If it fails to break it, then I'm going to look to get in on a sell on that as well, so we can get rid of this. So we're just going to look to see how it reacts with that level. What am I doing? To the upside now. Yep, like I said, it was going to reverse to the upside, which it is doing now. But also, we're going to look for a break above this level or reverse a pattern at this support level, like I've highlighted here. So NZD USD is a waiting game. Let's move on to USD JPY. Ooh. Yeah, it's at a point where I probably wouldn't like to trouble this pair right now. With USD JPY, I do believe it's going to push more towards the upside. We're going to get a nice pullback, but if we get the market coming back down to this level right here, then I probably would look to take a buy trade. So look out for any candlestick. Reversal of market. So this support level. So I'm just going to leave a little note on there. So we're just going to wait, see how the market reacts. If it comes down to this support level, we'll look for any kind of stick reversal pattern, probably on a smaller time frame as well, just to try and catch it from early. So I might even go on the 15-minute time frame and try to catch this trade. So let's move on to USD CAD. So right, CAD is actually, you know what? It is failing to break this resistance level, and I did actually miss this trade. And you can see Friday, look at the way Friday closed. Perfect candlestick reversal pattern. So we're going to the 4-hour time frame. That was the daily time frame, sorry people. And we're going to the 4-hour. And look, I was waiting for this break of this temporary trend line to get into the trade. But look, it broke at when the market closed on Friday for the weekend. Fortunately, it's open. So what I have to do is try to get in on the pullback on the smaller time frame, which I do believe now we can see some downwards momentum towards the downside for USD CAD. So we're just going to keep our eye on that and look out for the pullback of a USD CAD. So people, that's going to bring it to the end of this episode of Forex Technical Analysis with Sai. If you join me for the first time, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, leave this video a like. Don't forget to join me, message me on Instagram if you want to interact, show me your setups, people. I love seeing what other traders, what they see in the market as well. So yeah, peace out, and I'll see you on the next one.